I'm back.
Sorry about that.
All right. I have to do this kind of stuff with my work. It's like, did I mute myself? Did I hang up?
I just got to make sure that I can see everybody, kind of take attendance. So awesome. It is just about time. So we'll go ahead and get started. And we will start right on the mat today. So go ahead and bring yourself down onto your mat. And we're going to stay in a seated position right here. All right, from here, go ahead, heels down, toes up, big giant inhale. And exhale, C curve your spine forward, hands go forward and out to the side and down. Let's do that again. Big giant inhale. And when you're inhaling, make sure that you drop your shoulders. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, come back. One more time. Big inhale up. And exhale, round forward. This time we're going to go all the way down onto that mat. Very slowly rolling all the way down. And pulling your feet right underneath you. Situating yourself on your mat. Go ahead and work your lower spine into that imprint position here. Take a couple breaths while you're there. And release. And we'll do that 2 more times. Kind of squeezing your legs together. Imprint that spine. Big inhale. And exhale. Come on out of it. One more time, and we're going to add those tabletop legs. Go ahead, imprint that spine. And then we'll float one leg and then the other right into that tabletop position. Keeping that spine firmly implanted on the mat. We'll go ahead one at a time. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. And 4, 3, 2, and last one. Keep those tabletop legs right where they are. Lifting head, neck, and shoulders up and off that mat. Maybe tapping on your calves here. Really curve your spine. The nose toward the knees. And right back down. Go ahead and release those feet, release the hands. Imprint that spine again. Tabletop those legs. Curve the spine, tap your calves. Good. Now from here, go ahead and lengthen into that single leg stretch. So switch here. Come up off your shoulder blades, switch. Look at your knees. And we'll start that percussive breathing. 2 tiny breaths in, 2 tiny breaths out. If you're breathing through a little straw, purse your lips. 8, 7. Can you lift your shoulders a little higher? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull them both in. Rest your upper body. Take a big inhale. And let your legs lengthen out. Bringing your hands right on your temples or right at the base of your skull. We're going to double pulse a little crunch. So up, 2, and down, 2. Get ready to blend upper and lower. Not yet. Warm up those upper abs. Breathe out on the way up. Little breaths in on the way down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Take a pause. This time, We lengthen up the leg, nice and long. Go ahead and grab either behind your hamstring or a little higher on your calf. Lengthen the other leg and take your shoulder blades up and off that mat. Double pulse, straight legs. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, and out, 2. 8 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Gather up both legs, pull them in towards you. Good. Can you get your shoulders up a little higher off that mat? Good. Grab behind your knees and roll on up. Come right back down. 5 of them. Try not to touch your feet to the mat. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Try not to land on your feet. If you land on your feet, come right back up. Come right back up. Bring those shins parallel to the floor. Drop your shoulders. Hold, hold, hold. The beginning of a boat pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, come forward. Go ahead and reach for your toes, stretch out. We're going to try that boat pose again. This time, we'll see if we can let go. Rock back just behind your sits bones. Bring those shins parallel to the floor. Drop your shoulders and let go. Try it. Hold, hold, hold. Lengthen your breaths. You can hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come forward. Reach for your toes. Good. Let's go one more time. Gathering up right behind your knees. Leaning back behind those sits bones. Shins parallel to the floor. And let go. Maybe you can float your arms up a little higher today. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and this time we roll back. Release those legs. Give yourself a big long line stretch. Let your back arch off the mat. Roll through wrists and ankles if you want to. Good. All right, gathering our feet back up underneath or on our mat with our heels fairly close to our glutes. We're going to roll up again, just a little bit halfway. Tap your calves and right back down. Tap your calves. Good. Lift. By aiming for your calves, you're allowing yourself to go up a little higher than you normally would. Good. Give yourself a little cheat. You can bring your feet closer. Tap your calves. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Go ahead and lengthen those legs out. Bring your arms up overhead. And we're going to lift up, squeezing everything together. Shoulder blades are off. Come right back down, maintaining that imprint as long as you can. Straight arms, straight legs. We're not going all the way up into a V-sit. Just a little bit of a crunch with straight legs. 4 more. If you cannot maintain imprint all the way to the ground, then I would suggest just going down halfway with those legs right here, long and straight. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Go ahead, lower down. All right. Now, bringing our legs back into tabletop. This time you can bring your arms out a little wider. Imprint that spine. Legs are in tabletop. And we're just going to rotate side to side. This time we'll go a little deeper and a little slower. Head, neck, and shoulders comfortably resting on the floor. Twisting, one hip will lift off And I want you to think about as soon as that opposite side shoulder starts pulling up, then go ahead and rotate towards the other side. Keep going. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, go ahead, grab right behind your knees, tuck your legs in, rolling like a ball again, 4 of them. Up, come back. Don't let your feet touch. 3, 2, last one, hold, 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 hold. Shins parallel to the floor. Last hold for now. Bring those arms out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back. We're going to go ahead and release those hip flexors, which get really, really tight on us when we're working lower abs. Go ahead and bring one leg in. And I encourage you to just kind of rock it back and forth, opening that hip side to side. Release and go to the other side. Side to side knee. Working through that hip joint. Last 3, 2, and 1. Place your feet right flat on the floor, fairly close to your glutes. Shoulder blades, we're going to hug them together behind us, widen out the chest with your hands flat on the floor. We'll bring our knees, our shins, and our thighs together as we lift up into the bridge. Holding that bridge. And with that bridge held, I want you to think about pushing your knees away from you. Dig in with your heels and feel the front leg muscles taking over. Try to relax through your glutes. Let the front of the legs do the work. Hold that there. Knees pushing away. Good. And from here, with that hold, butterfly those knees. Open. 5, close. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Go ahead, come down out of that bridge. You can separate your feet a little bit more. We're going to go into a London bridge, which is a bridge and a half. So it's like a repetition and a half. We're going to lift up as high as we can, halfway down, all the way up, and then all the way down. You can use all your muscles for this. So concentrate. Use your front quad muscles, your butt muscles, your low back. Tighten through your abs. Let's go again. Up, halfway down, up, all the way down. Keep going. Same pattern. Halfway down, all the way up, and all the way down. And continue for 6 more. See if you can get your shoulder blades a little closer together. Squeeze your backside. And we have 3. Way down, up, way down. 2 more. And last one right here. Up, halfway down, all the way up, and all the way down. Good. All right. So we're going to rest those glutes and work into the hips and inner thighs a little. So we're going to take us sideways on our mat. I'm going to come a little off mat so you can see whatever is comfortable for your head. If you want to just lay your head out like this, that's fine. If you're comfortable letting that head rest in your hand, that's fine too. I have my hips stacked on each other. Ankles are stacked on each other. I'm going to roll back just a little bit so I'm not directly on that hip bone. And then we're going to play around with some lifts and some angles here. So we'll start with that top leg. We're going to go all the way up, halfway down, all the way up, halfway down. Slight bend in the knees. Your toes can be pointed, halfway range, all the way up, half down. Good, and continue like this for just a little longer. Now, even though you're working through your hips and your leg, a slight contraction on the abs will help you control those movements a little more. Last, be like this. 2, and last one. We're going to take that leg, keep it right here, and make tiny little circles. It goes right about the size of those small Pilates balls. Go ahead and switch directions, go the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. But wait, there's more. Hold it there. Clip your heels. Bring that bottom leg to meet the top leg. Top leg stays stationary. Feet have a slight Pilates turn out. First position. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, rest that top leg. Tuck it in. Back out your hip if you need to. We're going to move on. We're just going to get that top leg out of the way. So if you're okay crossing your leg in front and lifting back, that's fine. I prefer to send my leg back behind. You just play with that, whatever you like best. Lift and lower through that bottom leg. You're not tapping all the way to the ground. You're trying to lift about to where the knees would meet. Go ahead and flex that bottom foot. Pull the toes towards you. Good. Bringing that heel towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Pulse it up, up. Little baby movements here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, drop it down. Legs come back together. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take that hand that's either supporting our head or it's lying on the floor. Take it, angle it forward so that that arm just extends right out your shoulder. We're going to use this arm for support and lift coming up onto the elbow, hand right by your temple, bending through that top knee. We have a side crunch here. So push, lift, and right back down, straighten that leg. And in, you can straighten the arm even too if you want a little bit better stretch. Pull together. Just coming up to the elbow of that bottom arm. Inhale to come down, exhale to come together. Strong shoulders, strong core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. You can tuck that arm back under your head wherever it was. Glue your legs together, little bitty tic-tacs. Up, up. Still grabbing onto those side abs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, roll back onto your back. Pull your legs underneath you. Second set on the bridge. London Bridge, same thing we just did. All the way up, halfway down, all the way up, and then release. Keep going, up, halfway down, up, release. 4 more, just like that. Up, halfway down, up, release. Last 3. And 2. And last one. Up, way down, up, all the way down. Good. Let's roll over to our other side. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hit that other side. Okay. So first thing we need to do is get ourselves comfortable, stack hips and feet, roll off of that hip bone, and then all the way up, halfway down, all the way up, way down. Half range of motion. You can point your toes. 6, 5, 4, 2, and last one. Circle it out. Circles, little baby circles. 4, 3, 2, go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg right there. Turn those feet out, Pilates. Turn out. Lift that bottom foot. Ooh. Pull it up, pull it up. Lift. Keep that leg right where it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead. Come out. Stretch it out. All right. I'm going to go ahead and open up. Get that top leg out of the way. Lift lower that bottom leg. Lift. Lift. Ooh, we got to get up a little higher. Try to get your knees to meet. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, little partials, tiny lifts. Lift, lift. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it down. All right, go ahead and restack your legs. We're going to take that bottom arm, bring it right about shoulder height, right in front of your shoulder. You're going to use that elbow to support yourself, bending that top leg. Here you go. Lift and squeeze. Extend and stretch. Good. Push yourself up. Good. Big exhale to come together. Inhale, catch your breath. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Good. All right. Go ahead and come on out of that. Take a little break, grab some water. I have one of my instructors is having an issue right now, so I have to answer his question. I'm going to be right back. Sorry about that, you guys. Back to the meeting. Okie dokie. All right, you guys still there? Are you still with me?
Yep.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and completely switch our position. So I want you to go ahead and come down onto hands and knees at this point. Bringing your knees right underneath your hips and your hands right under your shoulders. Go ahead and cat-cow out your spine a little bit. So we'll arch your back, round your back. One more. Good. And then we're going to take it into a balance abs here. So you're going to take one of your knees a little closer to the midline of your body. Send the other leg out straight and long. Getting ready to lift the opposite arm up. And now while you're here, I want you to create length through the arm, length through the leg. Fingertips reaching, toes pointing. Good. Hold that contraction. Contract your abs. Don't let your back arch. And just feel that natural, that natural balance you have going right there. We're going to mess with that. We're going to bring the arm and the leg out to the side at the same time. Hold that awkward balance. Pull it in. Round the spine. Tuck the knee and elbow. Exhale as you do this. Inhale, straighten out big and long. We're going to do that whole cycle again. Leg to the outside, arm to the outside. Hold. Squeeze. Bring it back center. Rounding the spine, tucking the knee and elbow together. And we'll do that whole cycle one more time. Lengthen. Toes, fingertips, lengthen. Out to the side. Bring it out to the side. Hold it up there. Back center. And tuck and round. Out long. Set it down. And lean back for a child pose. Getting ready to set up for the other side. Bringing that leg that we just worked more towards the midline of the body. Sending that opposite leg out long. Adding that opposite arm. Squeezing the abs up and in. Good. Hold that. Find your balance. Hold for a moment. Lengthen. Point your toes. Lengthen your fingertips. Bring it out to the side. And back. Center. Round the spine. Tuck. Inhale to separate. Come apart. Lengthen. Exhale out long. Inhale. Lengthen. And tuck and round. Exhale. Right back out long. And we'll do that cycle one more time. Out to the side. Hold your balance. Back center. Tuck and round. Lengthen again. And right back where you were. Go ahead and sit back on your heels. Roll your shoulders. Check in with yourself. Roll your wrists. And we're going back down. This time we're going to go down on our elbows. We're going to be on our elbows for a little while. Let's bring our knees back behind our hips. And you can make little fists or you can have your hands flat on the mat. From here, we are going to take any arch out of that back that we have. Lengthen one leg back. Lengthen the other leg back. And just hold that strong plank. Now, plank is a feeling. Look at yourself. Make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under as if you're a scared dog. You should go ahead and lengthen your legs a little bit more. Send energy out through your heels. Squeeze your glutes. Hold. Deep breaths. Eye gaze can be just right between your fists. Make sure your shoulders aren't sinking. Pull your shoulder blades apart for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly dropping to the knees. Pulling those legs up so you're rocked just above your kneecaps. And then we'll bring our hands right where our elbows used to be. So you're in a nice strong knee plank here. From here, make sure that that back is not arching. We're going to take our fingertips back about 3 inches, keeping those elbows really tight and close to the body. Sink down into a tricep push-up right here. Push yourself away. Good, do it again. It's going to be weird. It will feel as if you are sending your upper body way over your hands. It's not going to be the most comfortable feeling, but you can do it. You can do 3 more. Remember, elbows are super close to your shirt. Fingertips are back a little farther than you think they should be. You have 1 more. And up, come back, child pose. And sit back on your knees, roll through your shoulders. Good. We're going to work through the upper body a little bit more. I promise you don't have a lot of push-ups. Maybe just 1 more set of that. But in between, we're going to just walk our hands out. Rocking just slightly above your kneecaps. We're going to do just a little switch. We're going to go from our hands to our elbows, back to our hands, and that's the movement. Can we go again? Lead with your right hand. Down, down, up, up. Now, I want you to imagine I have placed a glass of water on your booty, and you cannot let that water splash all over the place. 3 more rounds. Other words, keep your hips level. 2 more. Last one, we'll land on our hands right here, curling your toes under and finding that high plank. Hold a high plank here. Hold, hold, hold. Tuck your tailbone under, straighten your legs, separate your shoulder blades, pull your belly button up and in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees, come off your wrists. Take that in for a moment. Good job, you guys. We're not anywhere near full push-ups yet, just working through these. And even if you can only get a little depth, I'll take it, that's just fine. We're gonna go ahead and walk out again for a second set on those tricep push-ups. Now, if you don't know if you have them correct, then I want you to look up first and then get yourself in alignment here. I'm rocked a little above my kneecaps. I'm gonna bring my hands back a little bit and then watch how far over my hands the upper body goes. Down, lift. Good. Now do them on your own. 5 of them, as low as you can get. And it's okay if you're not getting super low. 3 to go. 2. Last 1. Good. Come back, sit back. Off your wrists, roll them out if you need to. Roll your shoulders. Good. And then we're going to go through those plank switches 1 more time. So I'm going to have you start on your hands this time. This time you're going to take your left hand and bring that elbow down first. Squeeze through your glutes, contract your abs. Forearms, left arm pushes back up. Go again. 3 more rounds. Remember that glass of water that's on your booty. 2 more. And last one. Stay right here low. Stay low. Uncurl your toes. Lift off your knees. Hold that low plank. Your tailbone. Squeeze your glutes. Send your heels away from you. Bring your ears away from your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just drop to your belly. Rest right here in Sphinx pose. Elbows right under the shoulders. Abs get a chance to relax. Good. Let's take our hands a little bit farther under our shoulders so our elbows are back here. We're going to take a full up dog if that feels okay to you. Go ahead and press those arms to straight. Lift those hips up. Hold. Lengthen. And come right back down to where you were. Keep the hands right where they are. We're going to do that again. Lift up, straighten the arms the best you can. Knees are still down. And down. 2 more just like that. Lift, lift, lift. And down. Last one. Lift. And drop down. Good. Rest your arms. You can rest your arms back behind you, right by your hips. Lay your cheek right on one side of the mat. Let your shoulders drop towards the mat. We're going to lift up into Superwoman. So what I want you to do is kind of squeeze your legs together. We're going to extend upper body first, lifting that chest, contracting that low spine, and resting that cheek down. Lift the legs, lift, and down. Top half lifts. This time, lift your arms a little more. And down. Bottom half lifts. We do that at the same time. Lift top, bottom half, squeeze, and release. Go again, squeeze, and release. Last one right here, squeeze. Now from here, let's bring our thumbs like they're trying to meet, little clicks. Heel beats 2, squeeze, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just go ahead and rest on that mat. Rock your hips out if you want to. We're going to push back onto our knees, curl your toes under, and find a nice strong down dog right here. Down dog. Hands stay right where they are, feet stay right where they are. Then we're going to slide right into plank. Hiking those hips up, down dog. Drop those heels and find a plank. One more time, just like this. Lift, lift, lift. Send those hips way back. You're going to hold this foot a little bit longer. Drop your head between your arms. Lengthen through your arms a little bit longer. Feel the muscles between your shoulder blades for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank right here. Plank. And drop. All right. Go ahead and come up and out of that. We're going to shift our position again and go back into a side position. This time, we're going to be on our hands and knees. We did this last time. Just going to work a little bit more here. So, same thing we were doing when we were lying all the way on the floor. We're going to open that knee, squeeze, bend the bottom elbow, and lengthen apart. Squeeze. Knee comes towards the ceiling as you squeeze there. Good. Dip that hip just a little. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold right here and drop into that pretzel right here. One leg right behind the other, both knees bent. And this time we're just going to lean back a little bit. Lean back, feeling a stretch through the front of those legs. Back. And here we go. We're going to lift that top leg. Whole leg comes off as one piece. We will end up pressing back. As you start getting tired, or if this is too much for you with that lift, staying upright, you can use that hand and bend into that just a little bit. Right now, try to stay upright and squeeze the side body. It doesn't really matter how far off the mat your leg is going. 4, 3, 2, and last one. We're going to keep that leg elevated and little tiny presses back. Flex this foot right here. Send the heel back. Back. Try not to tip over. Again, you can use your arm to kickstand here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. All right. So we take a nice big side body stretch just to release the tension out of those oblique muscles. How about up and overhead? Good. And then we're going to go sideways on the other leg. So from here, hand and knee come down. So you're in a supported side plank. Now, when we lift that leg and open, we're taking that knee, we're externally rotating that hip towards the ceiling. Let's get ready. Punch together. This hip dips a little bit. So down, back up, down, dip your hip, squeeze knee and elbow. Use that bottom arm. Four, three, two, and last one. Hard. And we find pretzel on the other side. Both knees bent. Good. Lean back, stretch out the fronts of those legs a little. Nice deep breath right into the chest there. And then back up tall. We do the best we can to stay up tall when we're in this pretzel. Now, I know that this leg is sore. Use your hand if you need to, lifting that full leg off, up and down, just a couple inches. Doesn't have to be much. If you're starting to cramp up in your obliques, you can come down a little lower. Lift. Tall and upright the best you can. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it up here. You're going to flex that foot, push your heel back. It's just a couple inches. Back, back. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, we're going to relieve some tension through the obliques. Go ahead and stretch forward and down. One more time, up and overhead. And we'll go ahead and swing our legs forward, both of them at the same time. Feel free to grab yourself a drink. Legs are coming straight. You're going to flex your feet. We're going to work with some postural movements here. So feet are flexed. We're going to bring our arms out nice and wide. From here, I want you to keep that L shape. So your body is in the perfect shape of an L. With your hands face forward, I want you to drive them back, like you're trying to meet your shoulder blades together. Good. Just back, back. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, fall forward, bend your knees. Now, just holding yourself upright like this can be quite challenging when we're still working to develop ab muscles. So we're going to keep working just a little bit harder. Keep those legs super straight. Toes are pointed back towards you. We're going to take those arms and then just very lightly bend back and sweep back together. So I have my palms faced up. You can do whatever you want, whatever feels best for you. I want you to open up, look over your shoulder like you need to grab something behind you. Tiny little back. Super straight legs glued together. 6, 5, 4, And last one. You can come up for a break, bend your knees, lean forward. One more movement in that position. That will be fine. So legs are nice and straight. Genie arms, one right over the other. Tiny bit of a lean back and take that rotation a little quicker. Side to side. As a matter of fact, go ahead and point your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold center, stay upright. Let's lift that right leg up, up, down. Now, a lot of you might want to kind of curve forward, yourself nice and straight. That leg doesn't lift very high. 5, 4, 2, and last one. Oh my gosh, come forward. One more time. We have 2 legs. Genie arms. Ready? Rotate, quick, quick. 10, 9, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Up tall. Left leg. Lift lower. Hold your abs in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last. And support yourself. Let's come down to our mat. All the way down. Now we're going to support a bridge here. What I want you to do is lift those hips up nice and high. Roll your shoulder blades together. And then just settle your hands right on the side of your hips, right here. Let your legs splay open if they want to. I want you to stretch out those front hip muscles. So lift nice and high. Support yourself. Hold, hold, hold. You can even rock back and forth in that bridge just a little bit. I know it's still a little bit of work. One more time. Good. Go ahead, come on down. Bring both knees into the chest. And we'll rock side to side gently, massaging out that spine. Good. Taking one leg all the way down, comfortably resting head, neck, and shoulders on the ground. Go ahead and rotate that ankle one direction and then the other. And then we're going to take that knee using the opposite hand to the outside of that thigh. Send your other arm up, maybe shoulder height, and then just give yourself a little twist. Your foot probably won't come down to the ground. You can rest it on your other leg. You can even look over your opposite shoulder. Good. Coming back, center, switching out your legs. Hug that leg in nice and tight. Roll through your ankle. One direction and then the other. Take the opposite hand to the outside of that thigh. Twist over the body. Send that other leg out long. And then look at that elongated arm. One more nice deep breath. And we'll go ahead and lengthen that leg out. Take one more big long line. Stretch hands overhead. Breathing deep into the belly. And then pulling your feet up underneath your knees and feet are underneath the knees. We're going to work through goalpost arms again, just because this is such a good stretch. And it's just a really great way to gauge your upper back rounding. Working to get those fingertips to lightly touch the mat, elbows in line with the shoulders, to actually look like a goalpost. While you're here, let's bring the soles of our feet together. Butterfly, open those knees. Just let the weight of your legs kind of pull down and open up the hips. And then from here, we're going to turn our palms in so that they're facing the ceiling. Bring our elbows in, bring our knees in, feet flat on the ground, using our hands and elbows to come up into a seated posture. And then bringing our legs out nice and wide. Straddle stretch here. So we're gonna come down flat back. So that means that you're just hinging from the hip to get closer to the floor. We don't want to round through that upper back, not right now. You can even kind of push your thighs, your abs away from you as you hinge forward. One more nice deep breath. We're going to come back up seated. Taking both hands, one on either side of one leg, twist the waistline, and then walk your fingertips on either side of one leg. And pull those toes towards you. You can even reach for your toes if you want. Walking your hands back. Before we make our way to the other side, set your outside hand right by your hip, and then nice big lateral lean. Arm goes up overhead. Stretch that side body. Coming back, center. We're going to open up through the chest, bringing our hands as close to each other as we can get them behind our back, walking them back, and then opening up the chest and the front of the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Nice straight arms. And then we'll hinge forward using our hips only, keeping our arms back behind us this time. Maybe you can clasp them behind your back. And back up tall. And then we'll treat that other leg. So go ahead and inch your fingertips as far as you can get them on either side of that leg. Flex the foot. And then if you want to, you can grab your toes, bow your head in. Your hands back to where they were. And we'll take a big side stretch. Good. Rolling those shoulders, bringing those legs back in. You can come onto your knees, stretching through your feet and your thighs just by sitting down and back. And then a tiny bit of a lean back if you can handle it. Otherwise, just stay seated right here. And we're going to roll out our wrists. Actually, if you take one hand, a straight arm, one hand presses on the back of the other. Those fingertips bend back towards you. Try that on the other hand. Straight arm, pressing the back of your hand, fingertips bend back towards you. Drop your shoulders. Taking one arm at a time. I want you to go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And going to the other side. Pat on the back. Roll those shoulders. And go ahead, come on, hands and knees. cat cow through your spine. Round one more time, arch around. And then we're all gonna get up off the mat. Curl your toes under, send your hips back. Bend your knees, walk your hands back. To meet your feet, stay folded. And very, very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, restack that spine. Take your shoulders down and away from your ears because you guys are done. High five. How you doing? All right. Well, good job, you guys.
Thanks, Jan.
Thanks,
Good
Jen.
workout.
Yep.
If you guys want, I can send you recordings of these workouts.
Yeah.
Just shoot me your email, okay?
Okay. It's in the.
All right.
There.
See you
All
next
right.
time.
Awesome. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.